Hey, in today's video, I'm sharing how to get brand deals if you're a nano or micro influencer. Now, it's important to note here that I'm talking about how you can get paid brand deals because while we all love free stuff, I strongly believe that you should be paid for your influence because, well, brands have marketing budgets. And as an influencer, you're working directly with the brand's marketing team. And trust me, they can afford to pay you to promote their products. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Jay, and I am the creator of 11th Street Studio Influencer Agency. If you'd like to learn how you can join our influencer community, click the link below this video to our main website. And if you'd like to gain access to all of our e-courses, live webinars, members lounge, and Q&A forum, click the link below this video to our members area. Okay, so let's chat about how to get brand deals. First things first, you do not need a massive audience to get paid brand deals. In fact, having a smaller audience actually makes you more valuable to a lot of brands because influencers with smaller audiences actually tend to have more influence, which results in more sales. Why is this? Well, it's because these influencers are often seen as a trusted friend in comparison to the influencers with hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, and that just makes them seem more trustworthy. Now, I know this is kind of counterintuitive, but trust me, influencers with very small micro audiences partner with brands every day for this exact reason. So if you'd like to learn more about this, make sure to enroll in the members area to access all of the e-courses that I've filmed about partnering with brands. So if you don't need a massive audience, what do you need in order to get brand deals? Well, there are a few things that you need to know. So let's cover some tips. Tip number one is to choose a very specific niche. First things first, you really need to get clear and focus on a very targeted niche. And I know many of you struggle with this because you want to be a lifestyle influencer or blogger and create content around a variety of different things like fashion and travel and food and beauty, for example. But trust me, the sooner you can choose one super specific niche, the sooner you're going to get paid brand deals. And there really isn't an easy way to get around this because the brands that you're hoping to work with are typically seeking out influencers to work with within their niche because their audience falls within their target market. So by speaking to one hyper-targeted niche, brands within that niche can really justify partnering with you because, well, your audience is likely their target audience too. So it's really a no-brainer. They know right away that your followers will likely be interested in their products, so a partnership with you would be very beneficial to them. So let's move on to the next tip, and that is to know your audience, or more specifically, to know your audience insights. Brands that are interested in working with you typically want to know your audience's demographics. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out your audience insights inside Instagram or TikTok or YouTube and get really familiar with the demographics. It will show you a breakdown of your audience, including their age, gender, location, and when they're most active on the app. Now, on a side note, if you're a blogger, you can find all of this information within your Google Analytics dashboard. Again, brands will want to see this data so that they can confirm that your audience is aligned. They want to know that the people following you are within their target audience. And if they are, well, that's an easy sell. Okay, so now let's move on to tip number 3, and that is to design a media kit that you can send to brands. A media kit is a must-have if you want to get brand deals because brands need to visualize what you and your brand are all about. And a media kit helps them do just that. It shows them exactly who you are, who your audience is, and what your social media statistics are, and so much more. Now, if you need more info on what goes into a media kit, make sure to check out the other video that I filmed where I talk about what you need to include in a media kit. I'll link to it at the end of this video. Okay, so all in all, you really need to have a media kit before reaching out to brands so that they can quickly get to know you and your brand to determine whether you'd be a good fit for a partnership. So now let's move on to tip number 4, and that is to start pitching brands. Okay, so once you spent some time focusing on a specific niche and clearly understand your audience and make a really high quality media kit, you can then take the next step to getting paid brand deals, and that is pitching brands. Now, I dedicate an entire e-course to this, which you can take by joining the members area. It's actually the most popular course inside the school. But for today's video, we need to keep this kind of short, so let's break it down. So one of the mistakes that I see a lot of new influencers make is posting a lot of creative content and then sitting back and expecting brands to reach out to them. And while yes, you will get a few DMs from brands by doing this, they're typically not going to be offering you the kind of deals that you're hoping for. In fact, you may get a lot of requests for unpaid partnerships this way. And again, that's not what we're aiming for here. So instead, you really want to start networking with brands and making a serious effort to show them how beneficial a partnership with you would be. So in short, if you want to get brand deals, you need to take action. I always recommend in the e-courses that you treat your Instagram or blog or TikTok channel like a business, because doing so really helps put you in a different mindset. So if you think about it that way, it's really hard to take on unpaid brand deals because time is money. And if you're partnering with a brand, then yes, you're helping them make money. And naturally, you should be paid to do so. Now, can you accept PR from brands? Yes, absolutely. Just to be clear, I'm not saying to not accept PR, but if you're accepting products from a brand and there is a clear written expectation and agreement that you're going to create content about their products, then yes, you have every right to be paid for that service. So when pitching brands, I suggest being very strategic with what you're posting and your brand outreach. Many influencers use a spreadsheet to really keep track of all the brands they're contacting, their email addresses, contact information, date of initial contact, and I really recommend that you do this too. So once you've researched the brand and gathered their contact info, you'll want to send them a very personalized email explaining the benefits of partnering with you. Now, I recommend using the email templates from our professional pitch package as guidance because they're A, professionally written, and B, are proven to get results for influencers. So naturally, you're going to want to personalize all of your pitches before sending them out because you never want to appear unprofessional, and it's incredibly important to make a positive first impression. Plus, you don't want it to appear like you just copied and pasted your pitch because that doesn't show true, authentic interest in partnering with them. And most importantly, you want to explain why a partnership with you would benefit them. It's so important to realize that the brand wants to know exactly what's in it for them. Again, this is why using the pitch templates is ideal because they're written in a way that communicates your value to a brand. So I'll link to that package below if you want to use them. Then once you send your pitch out, you'll typically hear back from a brand. And if they reply favorably, you can then go ahead and send over your media kit. And if they're interested, move forward with the partnership details, negotiating payment, and of course, creating the content. Now, if you're just getting started, I recommend networking with maybe 5 to 10 brands a week, and from there, maybe increasing that to 25 brands a week. Just set goals, because the truth is, not all brands will reply, and some will, but they won't be interested in an immediate partnership. So it's important to really keep the momentum going and really to get comfortable with rejection, because it's definitely a part of the process. But on the flip side, many brands will be interested in a partnership, so keep that in mind. you really need to stay positive and be optimistic about your expectations here. Now, like I mentioned before, it's so important to have a strategy here. So once you've researched and emailed the brand, make sure to add all the information to your spreadsheet. And on a side note, if you need a pre-designed spreadsheet, I uploaded one to the Resource Center inside the members area. So feel free to print that out so you can use it to keep track of all your brand opportunities. I personally love it because once you've added all the information to your spreadsheet, you can easily keep track of all of your brand outreach and the results so that you can plan ahead and always have goals that you're reaching for. Now remember, I created an entire e-course about pitching brands to get brand deals, which is available to members inside the members area. So if you're already a member, go ahead and check it out because it's our most popular e-course. And if you're not already a member, I strongly encourage you to join today so that you can take that course and all of the other e-courses inside too if you want. Plus, as a member, you'll gain access to all of the live webinars, the resource library, a members lounge where you can chat with other members, and a Q&A forum where you can submit your questions to be answered by me. So like I mentioned earlier, the link to the members area is in the description below this video. Okay, now before you go, I just want to share an example of why it's so important to negotiate unpaid brand opportunities into paid brand deals. So think about this for a moment. Pretend that a famous beauty brand is searching for an influencer for an upcoming shampoo campaign. And they come across one influencer's Instagram, and it's quite literally packed with images of all kinds of beauty products. Free products brands have sent her to review. Now, she hasn't followed the 80-20 rule, meaning 80% of her posts are organic and 20% are brand deals. And her account looks kind of scattered and kind of unprofessional. Then they discover another beauty influencer with the same number of followers and engagement rate as the previous influencer. Now her Instagram looks very professional and includes posts that are paid sponsorships. And she creates content about a variety of makeup, hair, and skincare products, yet she follows the 80-20 rule of posting. So it has a very organic feel to it and her audience loves it. Now she's clearly paid well for her influence because it's clear that the product reviews that she does are all sponsored. So which influencer do you think the brand will choose for their campaign? If you guess the second influencer, you're onto something. So why is this? Well, brands often look for evidence in an influencer's previous posts that they've worked with other brands. And since she followed the 80-20 rule, her Instagram isn't overflowing with ads, but they are there. The first influencer, however, has clearly accepted countless free products and unpaid opportunities, and 7 out of 10 of the products are from the brand's direct competition. So not only did she not get paid for all of the previous posts, she's now on the verge of losing future paid opportunities with other brands. Because keep in mind that some brands pass up influencers if they've previously posted about their competitors' products, which is why, if the contract allows, some influencers remove sponsored posts once the campaign ends. And this is why accepting free products now could cause you to lose future paid brand deals. So remember, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. But if you post about all of the beauty products, for example, accepting one freebie after another, and a brand sees that, they may not want to work with you because just a week earlier you posted about their competitor's product. And a week before that, their other competitor's product. So this is why I strongly recommend that you only accept paid opportunities. And this is exactly why, if you're reviewing products for brands, that it's very important to negotiate payment. It's one thing to miss out on a paid campaign with a brand because the week prior you were paid to post about their competitor's product. But do you really want to miss out on a paid campaign because a week prior you posted about their competitor's product for free? It's your choice, but just know that occasionally influencers are passed up for a campaign for this very reason, which is really frustrating, especially if you've met all of their other criteria. So does this mean you need to turn down free products from brands? Not exactly. Again, when receiving those infamous free products for post pitches from brands, just know that you can easily turn those unpaid opportunities into paid brand deals. It's really all about negotiation. And I'll be real, some of the most successful influencers use those opportunities to their advantage by quickly responding with a simple counteroffer, and you can too. Now, on a side note, I recently uploaded 3 pre-written negotiation templates inside the resource library in the members area that are designed to very easily turn those unpaid opportunities with brands into paid brand deals. All you need to do is copy and paste them into your reply. Truly, they are so simple, yet so effective. So go ahead and check them out if you're a member, because they've allowed other influencers to earn a lot of money working with brands, and I'm confident that they'll help you too. Okay, that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about this video or comments, please leave them in the comments below. And of course, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. My goal is to release 1 new video each week. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.